Welcome back, guys, to round 3 of 5 here at SCG Indy States. I'm your host, Andrew Donnelly. With me, my co-host, Matthew Robert Dow. The feature match is ready, Matt, so let's step right into it.
No, I told the people I'd read Hero Varos's flavor text.
Okay.
So I'm going to read it.
What is it?
Are you ready?
Fire it off.
It is, my left has felled a Cyclops.
Okay.
My right has slain a giant.
All right.
I bring both to every fight. So that's a guy who whoops some dragon butt.
But he hasn't killed a dragon.
I've killed plenty of dragons with that guy.
I think Hidden Dragon Slayer has probably killed more dragons than this guy has. Hidden Dragon Slayer actually has the name Dragon Slayer in the title.
Nope. Hidden Dragon Slayer has killed 0 dragons. Hero Varos has killed many dragons.
Hero Varos killed a Cyclops.
And a giant.
Okay.
Both of them together are like, boom, dude. That's capable of killing a dragon.
What about Soldier of the Pantheon?
That thing has never killed anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Except
sure
me multiple times when I just raised Storm in my hand. Detention Sphere. I'm like, yeah, can't be 2 of those. All right.
I'm pretty sure its card art has it showing like a bunch of heads of different monsters like on a table. So you might even be holding one, yeah.
I never paid that close attention to it.
You've never seen Soldier of the Pantheon?
That card's only like $1. I had like a foil one, and I'm like, oh man, this card's going to be nuts after rotation. That didn't happen.
Look at this guy. Look at Soldier of the Pantheon. Look at him. He's got a Minotaur head, a Cyclops head, and he's holding the mask of like an undead.
Oh, okay.
He's killed a lot of stuff. Actually, he might need to get some help. So here we've got Ryan Lott and Charles Morrison getting into the actual round.
In the actual match.
Yep.
Which is far less interesting than the flavor text on Hero Varos, I think.
Probably.
We have Charles on the left here. He's playing red-green aggro. This is like the mono-red deck / Atarka's command. Mm-hmm. And then Charles on the left is playing the green-red monster. Chris Van Meter's exact 75.
Wow, really?
For the green-red monsters deck.
Sure.
I like Charles here, I think, in this matchup. If he can get in, I think he can get in under this deck.
Okay.
But we'll definitely have to see. Chris does have pretty good roadblocks, especially on the play, in like Caryatid and Courser.
Mm-hmm.
But Ryan's going to lead off with a Temple of Abandon, and I believe keep it on top. Charles is going to fetch with a Wooded Foothills. I imagine get a Mountain.
Okay.
And probably play a 1-drop. 1-drops in Charles's deck are Lightning Berserker, Monastery Swiftsphere, Zergo Bellstriker, Foundry Street Denizen. Yeah. So that's it.
Really?
Yeah. Then he's got Dragon
Chrome Crusader, huh?
No. So there's a Zergo Bellstriker. It's a coward. Can't block.
It's true.
Things with power 2 or greater or something like that.
Yeah. Doesn't have haste himself.
It does not. That would be better than Goblin Guide.
Yes.
So I don't think they'd print that.
They could.
They could.
They definitely could.
That would be sad if they did. So, force from Charles. He's going to pass it back. He has a Draconic Roar in his hand. The question is does he have a dragon to reveal? Doesn't look like it. There is a forest from Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan's just going to take 2 and go to 18. That's an interesting one. I wonder if... I assume then he doesn't have multiple 2-drops. So there's a Foundry Denizen. Draconic Roar is going to take care of the Foundry Denizen. Charles neglecting not to reveal a dragon, so doesn't have one in his hand. Does have Lightning Strike. He's going to just play a Courser of Prefix and pass his turn back.
That's a pretty good roadblock against the Zergo.
Yeah, it's not bad. Charles does have Atarka's command in his hand. There's a Stoke the Flames, so I think we're going to set up the old Hordling Outburst Stoke your Courser turn.
Not a bad turn to take either. As we were talking about in the standard playmakers, Hordling Outburst just enables Stoke the Flames that much more.
Yep. Also the possibility here of playing a Rabble Master. I don't particularly like that one as much. I think I like the kill your Rabble Master or Hordling Outburst and then kill your guy.
Yeah.
Advance my board while playing a removal spell. So Charles looks like he is going to take that line. Of note here, once again, like, you should probably upkeep this because you get a little bit more information once he draws this card as to what the bottom card is.
Sure.
I can't imagine he's going to play any spells that are going to prevent you from being able to kill the Courser. So, Charles lost out on a little bit of information, but not the end of the world. Most of the time, you should just upkeep stuff. Like, if you watch Jacob Wilson play in his top 8, he upkeeped literal every spell.
Every
removal spell he casts.
Sometimes even creatures. Just on my upkeep, I'll play a creature.
So Charles is going to play a fetch land. Probably go get a mountain here.
Oh,
a nice one.
Look at that mountain.
Yeah, Ryan.
Jeez.
I love it, Ryan. It's a nice mountain.
Ryan Lott dropping some pretty basics.
These forests don't match, though. Where's this beta forests?
No, I don't think they're beta, but I think they are nice forests.
There's a Xenagos the Reveler. Ryan probably just going to make a Satyr here.
Looks like Charles came prepared.
Yeah, Charles has every token ever created. Literal every token ever created. So Ryan does just plus. So Charles has the option of attacking using a Tarkus command or playing a Rabble Master. I would probably try to attempt to kill the Xenagos and play like a Rabble Master. Charles is going to play a Wooded Foothills. Looks like he's going to cast a Rabble Master. And make a Goblin, move 2 attacks.
Jeez.
Imagine we send 3 of the Goblins, all 4 of the Goblins at Xenagos and then Zergo Bellstriker at Ryan. So Ryan's going to trade. Xenagos is going to bite the dust.
Poor Xenagos, not long for this world.
No. Ryan really needs some action here. He's under the gun pretty heavily, and Atarka's command is really threatening to do some outrageous things next turn.
Yeah.
It is currently worth a total of 8 damage. Next turn it will be worth 9 damage. So there's 2 Elvish Mystics, which I guess are fine. They block goblins. But we just drew a spell that makes even more goblins, so yeah, that's cool.
Jeez.
So Charles gonna fetch. I think a consideration here is to just play a Rabble Master and attack. I would probably just move to attacks.
You wouldn't play an additional Rabble Master here?
No. I move to attacks, let him double block with his Elvish Mystics. He's inevitably going to do, and then Atarka's command him. So Ryan's going to go to 14, take 3
He's
from
taking
that.
5, right? 1, 2,
taking
3, 4, 5?
He's taking 3 from the Atarka's command,
Yes.
and then he's taking an extra 10.
Oh,
And his
jeez.
Mystics are dying. And then
Down
he's going
to
to cast a
4.
Dragon Fodder. Going to
Yikes.
continue trying to make that giant pile of goblins smaller. And Ryan
that's
draws
it.
another land and is finished.
Wow. I'll tell you what. Didn't
Be
expect the goblins.
Aggressive. Be aggressive.
That's for sure. What the heck is SCG States? Come on, SCG States.
Come on.
You got to know what it is. Everybody knows what it is. Except now it's a 2-day event.
It is.
Featuring Standard on day 1, which you're currently watching, and Modern on day 2. Sideboard time, baby.
Let's go to the losers sideboard. We've said this a lot today in the Green Red Monsters. I don't think we've seen that deck win once on camera.
I don't believe so. It has had a tough time fighting through. People have come prepared for it, though. So Ryan Lott lost game 1. Let's take a look at the sideboard. 2 Destructive Revelries, 2 Hornet's Nest, 1 Nissa World Waker, 2 Arbor Colossus, 2 Wild Slash, 3 Seismic Ruptures, 1 Chandra Pyromaster, 1 Mob Rule, and 1 Roast.
All right, what are you bringing in here?
I'm bringing in the Seismic Ruptures.
All right.
I want to rupture these goblins.
Yeah, for sure.
Just blow them apart.
I'm with you, baby.
They can't. Even Zergo gets destroyed by that card. Hornet's Nest. We said it. We'll say it again.
Oh, yeah.
Snap it off.
Yeah, all right. Attack me with your 1/1s.
Bring it in. That might be about it. Maybe I bring in a Chandra and trade out 1 Xenagos because I don't know if I really like Xenagos that much in this match.
I like Xenagos. He makes a bunch of blockers. I think he's better than Chandra. I'd probably come in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Wild Slash I'd bring it to. Really, the only reason I like Chandra is because she's able to 1/1 tag stuff, and she has the ability to draw us cards.
So does Xenagos, though. He makes a 2/2 that's bigger than most of the things.
Mm-hmm.
And so the 2/2 trades with, I think, everything in this deck.
Yes.
Where the Chandra isn't guaranteed to kill everything in the deck.
Okay.
Plus, Xenagos is a little bit more proactive if you get to that point.
Interesting to note that Seismic Rupture seems to now be the card that people are bringing in instead of Anger of the Gods in a lot of these red-green decks. And I don't know if that's because of the mana base.
Could be.
Or if it's just... It just seems strange to me.
Doesn't kill your Sylvan Caryatids in this deck.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
All right, what do we got? Charles.
Charles, he has 3 Plummets, 2 Magmatic Chasms,
Ooh.
3 Roasts, 4 Searing Bloods,
Ooh.
and 3 Arc Lightnings. So I imagine he's probably bringing in the Magmatic Chasms.
Yeah, I like the Falter here a lot.
Outside of that, there's also the consideration of like playing Plummet. But the thing I just don't like about Plummet is it's just so reactive. I don't know if it's a deck card that I want in the sideboard of my like aggressive red deck. It just doesn't. If I draw it, and he doesn't have a flyer, it just doesn't do anything. You know?
Yeah, I don't...
So I can get roadblocked by like Courser of Krufix while I have Plummet in my hand.
And see, this is the red-green deck that I don't think is as aggressive and is more mid-rangey because it's playing the Ash Cloud Phoenix, it's playing the Coursers.
Yeah.
And I'm referring to Ryan's deck here. So I don't even like the Searing Blood, actually. So maybe the Plummet is unfortunate. Well, no. You know what? Maybe we bring in the Roast instead.
Roast doesn't hit it. Roast hits Courser of Krufix. That's the only card it's worth.
Oh, yeah, so you're right.
I don't think I'm going to bring in Plummet. I don't even like Plummet in the sideboard.
Really?
If I'm not bringing it in this matchup where he has
a ton of flyers.
6,
Literally all
10,
the flyers.
12 flyers,
Every
then,
flyer.
I don't know. I'm never bringing it in. I'd rather just play Magmatic Chasm and try to kill him.
So you don't even like 1 or 2 Plummets coming in?
No.
Really?
No.
I don't know. I mean, Clayton Clay Davis seems to agree with you. Says Plummets are bad.
Yeah, they just seem to like you're trying to be as proactive as possible and trying to just kill your opponent.
Sure.
Plummet sucks when you draw it and you're like trying to kill it when you're just like, all right, I need to top deck a burn spell or like a burn spell would be really good here, and then you just draw a Plummet and it's like, well, he has Courser of Krufix.
And if I'm not
Xenagos
confusing,
tokens.
Doesn't a Tarkus command also give your creatures +1/+1 and reach?
It does,
if necessary.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can at least block down Storm Breaths and we can block down Thunderbreak Regents if that becomes a priority.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, I mean, I'm all for Magmatic Chasm. I think we've talked in depth multiple times on F&M streams how good Falter mechanics
Yeah,
are.
well, I mean, it's proactive.
Yeah. You are killing your opponent with this
Right.
card. Yeah, I agree. Though I hope to see Seismic Rupture from Ryan get actually...
Although maybe the
see a good
tandem of
Seismic
Plummet
Rupture.
and Magmatic Chasm is good because, like, Magmatic Chasm makes it so that ground creatures can't block.
Right.
Flyers can still block.
Sure.
But I don't know. I still not a huge Plummet fan. It's potential though. I take out a couple of like Wild Slashes and bring in like the Magmatic Chasms and a Plummet.
Well, this is game 2, so let's see what happens. Ryan for sure on the play here.
Boom.
He's gonna gain
a life, buddy.
That's what it takes.
Now you got to beat me, and I'm at 21. Can you do that?
No, it's tough.
Charles with a draw. He's got a mountain. Does he have a 1-drop? No, he doesn't.
Wow.
This is not a great start here from Charles. There's a carry added from Ryan. Ugh,
What did Charles keep?
I think he kept like a Lightning Strike Rabblemaster hand.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. This hand doesn't seem very great to me against this deck.
And here comes
There's a
Thunderbreak.
Region.
That's a card we've seen a ton of.
There's a Dragon Fodder. Yeah, he has multiple Rabblemasters. So
Are we on that plan? Like just a Rabble plan?
it's gonna Hordling Outburst and then ship the turn back.
Big Daddy Caryatid, providing the blocks.
Ryan draws Wild Slash for the turn. I think it's interesting there that Charles chose to play the Hordling Outburst tokens instead of one of the Rabblemasters.
Mm-hmm.
Thunderbreak Regent going to attack him for 4. Ryan's going to scry.
I don't know, man. He's got some sick... I don't know if those are Urza's Saga forests or what those are,
They're
but
not
those
betas.
are dope.
Betas, baby.
Betas, that's all you want, huh?
Uh-oh.
Is this
four
another?
drop. That's another Thunderbreak
boy.
Regent.
So
There's a Lightning Berserker.
how are we fighting past this guy?
We're probably just going to lose the race. I think, like,
I'd have to think so. We're already down to 16.
He can attack, he can block one, then we can kill his guy, but it still does 3 damage to us. Then we can dragon fodder.
Yep. Jeez.
Fetch, go to 12.
Oh, it does 6. It doesn't even do 3. It does 6.
Yeah, 6 damage.
Oh, boy.
Jeez.
That is
Dang.
rough.
Double Thunderbreak region. Take 2. Charles knows he's dead. Not even to count up the damage.
Not even gonna look.
Not even gonna look. He doesn't care. He's like, yeah, you're at 19. That's cool. I just took 6 damage off a lightning strike.
So I'm getting from the judges right now 12-17 is the life total that they have currently.
I can't imagine that's right.
I don't believe that's right either.
But it's possible that Ryan missed the other trigger. Like, it's possible to get one Thunderbreak region trigger, but not the other.
Correct.
So I think that's what happened.
As they are separate triggers.
Yes.
Provided by each of the 2 kissy-faced Thunderbreak dragons.
Yes. I don't know why they're kissy-faced,
well,
but...
because there's so many of them out here today. They're just kissing everyone. Yeah, dude.
They've bred so much that they're just overpopulating this room.
Oh, jeez.
Like I said, man, hero over us, baby.
Just dead. Just dies. Storm Red Dragon just swoops down. Oh, man. Lightning Strike the best char. You're not even wrong. So we have a ton of burn in our hand. Why
we do. We have
are we just not ending this right now?
I would probably just attack. Put you to 8. We have 5 points of burn, so he's dead next turn.
Yeah.
Probably play this and pass the turn back.
So now we've got Charles at 8.
Ooh, we got a Tarka in our hand.
After
Don't
the
think we're going to cast that one, although one more mana and... Oh, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we need one more.
So the Foundry Street Denizen is the draw for the turn for Charles. He's going to play another land. Ugh, 5 lands in the red aggressive deck. Not where I want to be. There's a Goblin Rabblemaster, so... Oh, please, Ryan, don't do it to me. Don't kill the Rabblemaster.
I have to imagine you'd run out the Foundry Street here, too. What is the reason not to?
I mean, especially if he does this.
Yeah.
All right. So, there's a Lightning Berserker. Oh, don't do it. He's dead. Oh, all right.
He did. Yep.
I guess he's not dead anymore. So Ryan decides to try to, I don't know, play defense here.
All right, so we're
attacking here for
going in deep here.
Yeah, attacking for 5. I can't imagine Ryan's going to lose this game, but I mean,
I would have to think he would.
Charles was dead with a Wild Slash. You just attack, put him to 4, and then like Draconic Roar and Wild Slash him, or a Tarka him.
Are we pumping? What are we? So we're going to blocks here. Here's something. That is the Draconic Roar. So he's going to say
3. You got 5, and then he's going to be like, "Oh wait, you're at 1, bro, dude. I could have killed you.
Yeah, I could have just lightning slashed you."
So we'll see if he rips a land to kill him anyways. That's a land, but it doesn't look like it comes into play tap.
Or it does come into play.
Comes into play tap, but it's a gain land, so I think he's going to go up to 15 here.
What? All right. Okay.
I was going to scoop it up.
So what?
I can't do 14 damage next turn. There are no cards in my deck that do that. Although a Tarka's Command does a lot of damage.
It does do a pretty significant amount of damage. So Ryan Lott going to pick up game 2.
I've seen a lot of premature scooping today.
I wonder if it's because we see so much aggro, and with that, players come in and want to, you know what I mean? They want to get their games over quick.
I guess maybe, but like you got to play it out, man.
I mean, what would you think? Why do you think people are?
I don't know. People just are like on tilt, and they're like get angry and then scoop them up. I just let my opponent kill me.
I mean, that seems
he already made one mistake. He already was clearly misplayed and like hit my Rabblemaster, Wild Slash my Rabblemaster when he could have saved the Wild Slash and then killed me that turn.
Sure.
He gave me an extra turn, so maybe he doesn't attack. Maybe he taps.
Yeah.
Maybe he taps his Caryatid to play like, I don't know.
What?
I don't.
I
can't think of a spell that would not like kill me or affect the board. Maybe he plays taps his Caryatid and plays like Read the Bones.
Yeah. Okay. And then you just play Trumpet Blast on your turn and just kill your
Hey,
opponent.
Tarkus command Trumpet Blast and kill him.
Kill him, sure. I don't know. I think that's wishful thinking. I think when you're playing these aggro decks, making sure that you scoop up in a timely fashion so you can get that next game in.
What does it matter? You're gonna finish within a reasonable amount of time, anyways. Might as well,
very true.
like, gain more information on how your opponent plays. He already gained information there by, my opponent clearly, taking the time to think through all the lines and not counting all the damage in his hand. He's just going to play. He's going to use his burn spells reactively rather than proactively.
Sure.
Something you learned there by playing one extra turn. Charles is going to be on the play for this game, though, so I think the matchup swings back into his favor when he's on the play.
I'd agree.
I wonder what else he's got, like, those million tokens for.
I don't know.
Is he playing, like, some crazy deck in Modern or EDH?
That'd be sweet if he's playing like an insane Modern deck.
It's like a 5-color tokens deck.
Like all tokens?
It's like a 300 card. It's a Battle of Wits deck that's just 300 cards. And just
That generate
a bunch of
tokens.
tokens.
Battle of Wits tokens.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
He's never won a game, but he's played a lot of tokens.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he's playing that go away. It's like if you control, 100 or more creatures, you win the game or something like
That would be, yeah. Is that the green one of that?
I think it is, yes. Yeah.
100 or more creatures. The other ones were 250 cards, like 50 life.
Yeah. Yep.
So Charles is going to keep. Ryan, he's going to ship it back. What are the other ones? So Test of Endurance is 50 life. Battle of Wits is 250 cards.
Yep.
The red one, the black one is like something where it's like 20 or more creatures in the graveyard.
In a graveyard, yeah.
In a graveyard or in graveyards?
I think it's in graveyards.
Okay. What's the red one?
Oh, boy. I don't know. Twitch chat.
We got to look up this
Find it
cycle
out.
of battles or alternate win conditions.
Yeah, find
enchantments.
us the alternate. Well, right, Mortal
that was
Kombat
black.
is the black one. Find us the red one.
All right, here we go. Lightning Berserker.
Not dashed for some reason. What is happening?
Why would you dash it?
Because I want to deal a damage.
You want to deal a damage?
I do.
Well, you're going to deal a damage next turn and not spend a mana.
Okay.
Ryan, he's going to scry.
Sure.
Temple of Abandon. Going to ship that card swiftly to the bottom.
Ooh.
There's a Wooded Foothills.
Ooh.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Going to pump. He's going to bash for 3.
Maybe that was the better play. Coin flips, they're saying, for the red
That sounds
one.
so red and so awful.
It does. It does sound red and also bad.
Played in my Chaotic Ooze deck.
Stop.
All right, Sylvan Caryatid for Ryan off of a forest. Not really a good blocker on this board, though.
Fetching.
I might vomit if Charles casts a spell before combat. I might vomit.
Really?
Yeah. Also, fetching that land makes me also want to vomit.
Yes, I can agree with that.
All
okay.
right.
Well, that's
It's not so bad now. That's a fine spell to cast.
It is a little bad because the way he fetched, he kind of just threw his land on top of the goblin tokens, and that's... Come on, man.
Yeah. I thought he was going to cast a Hordeling Outburst in the
Sure.
main phase, and I was just going to be like, what's going on?
You're going to be really upset.
Yeah, but Goblin Rabblemaster, pretty good card to play there. I'm terrified right now of Seismic Rupture.
Oh, it'd be a blowout.
Oh, it's going to be awful if it gets cast. Only 3 in the sideboard.
Chance Encounter is the red one. We've done it. Thank you, Twitch chat.
Awesome. Clayton Clay Davis, you win my heart. So it doesn't look like Ryan has a Seismic Rupture, or I imagine he would quickly slam it onto the table. Although, I imagine
That's it.
Nope, that's the Seismic Rupture.
So he's going to lightly place it on a table.
Lightly, I would just have been like, yeah, you lost. Here, I have this card. You lose. I'm at 15, bro. Mana Confluence. Oh, he's taking a damage and playing an Elvish Mystic?
Why not?
We're doing it.
We're accelerating the board state. So now what do we have? Hordeling Outburst.
Hordeling Outburst.
Goblins, goblins, goblins. So many. This deck is like mono red goblins.
his mono red goblins. You
A
know
lot
what's
of
a good card
goblins.
about against it? Bile-Blight.
Arc Lightning.
Yeah, that's another one. Temple of Abandon from Ryan. He drew a Wild Slash for the turn. He's going to ship that card quickly to the bottom. See if he has a follow-up here. Maybe a big dragon. Gonna take one. He likes taking one.
I like Mana Confluence. I don't think it's bad.
There's a good one.
There it is.
Another good one.
That seems all right.
Oh, there's some Tarkus command.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, I think we just have to build our board and hope to get to Magmatic Chasm and kill him out of nowhere.
Virulent Plague is also very good.
Yeah. I think another land there from Ryan.
What was it?
A good one, though, to draw, Temple. But that card's going to get shipped to the bottom.
Jeez, he's scried to the bottom, what, twice now?
Oh, he's scried to the bottom quite a few times.
A lot of lands.
So, if we draw Magmatic Chasm this turn,
sure,
and we play Dragon Fodder. Okay, now we got 2 Dragon Fodders. If at any point we draw Magmatic Chasm, our opponent is very dead.
Do we just win?
We just win.
We just win because of a Tarkus command.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You can't attack. You just
do not swing. Yeah, don't swing at all.
I mean, I guess you could.
What if our opponent has another sweet eruption?
Yeah, that's terrible.
The Seismic Rupture.
So if we attack, we deal... I don't know. I think we might start attacking next turn. Ryan going to pass back. Charles going to draw. He's going to draw a Wooded Foothills, and then he's going to attack with 9 goblins.
Jeez. So these goblins, what is the biggest the goblins go up? 2/2s, right?
They can be 2/2s with the Tarkus command.
Sure. So we're going to do the math here, separate them out. That leaves us with 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah, I think we just Tarkus command and kill him. I think he just loses.
I think he oh.
Wild Slash 1. I think he's still... No, he's alive.
Is he? Are you sure? Because he's going to deal 3 from a Tarkus command.
Oh, yeah, he's just dead.
And then he's going to die to it.
Good math.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
So that's 3 from the Tarkus command, then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 from the Goblins.
The Goblins.
Well, get out of here.
Double Hordling Outburst, double Dragon Fodder, Tarkus command. Pretty good.
Gibbity Goblins get you.
Hornet Nest, not enough.
Hornet Nest couldn't get there.
Drawing a lot of lands. That's the red-green deck, or green-red monsters deck, now 0-3 on camera.
0-3. We've seen this deck 3 times on camera, and it has not won a match.
No, so I can't imagine it's doing very well then, if our small sample size is correct.
I mean, that's nuts.
That is pretty bad.
What happened? This deck was supposed to be like the end-all, be-all, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, no? You didn't think this deck was...
Whatever, Hero Veros, baby. That's fine.
Oh, my God.
It's like, my friends and I, we had a joke back in the day.
What was it?
When we were playing Pokemon.
Okay.
You remember the Pokemon Heracross? He had Megahorn, which was at like the time the most powerful move in the game.
Yeah, Rhydon had that also.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
So Megahorn ended discussions because it was the most powerful move in the game. And in this case, Hero Veros ends all discussions. Hero Veros, end of discussion.
All right.
Green Red Monsters, Hero Veros.
At best, Blue-White Heroic and Hero Virois are Cloister with a white scarf and like Shell Smash.
So like amazing, but they like get mock punched and they just die.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what that deck is. Like if the person you are playing against knows what your plan is and you can't set up your Cloister perfectly, your whole team is just dead.
Everybody knows what I play against at the shop, and then I still crush them.
I mean,
not to toot my own horn or anything.
I don't know. Ben Sliwa, 5-0.
Yeah, because I don't play
back to back. I'm just saying.
Ben Sliwa, he didn't even show up on Thursday nights anymore because he's afraid to play me.
All right. Well, let's see how well you decided to pick when it comes to your standard playmakers in white. Was Hero Virois in there?
In white? No, yeah. I was told to not pick a card that was like nobody knew was awesome. Everybody knows Hero Virois is the Stones, so I can't pick it.
All right, well, let's take a look at the standard playmakers and see what we've got.
I got a card that combos with Hero Virois, though.
Oh, God.
Oh, baby.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Look, favorite Hoplite.
Favorite Hoplite. I can't deny that.
Yeah,
that's our favorite one drop.
I imagine favorite hoplite and Hero of Rose are like in the same percentage.
The same
since
echelon.
they're going the same deck. Like, we could just take this one out and put in.
You would be close, but Hero of Iroas isn't always featured as 4 of.
What are these decks?
I'm just saying that's
right,
the facts.
all right.
You're very right. I think he's at like 93%, maybe a little lower at 89%, but he's high still. So guys, if you haven't enjoyed our standard playmakers in the past, and this is your first time seeing it, how we do this is we pick 4 of the highest played cards in standard. Those are your current ones you see on top: Soulfire Grandmaster, Mastery of the Unseen, Glare of Heresy, and Favorite Hoplite. These cards all see 100% play in the decks that they're featured in. And obviously,
Seeker of the Way?
Seeker of the Way is also there, but once again, isn't always a 4 of now.
It's true.
Is either reduced to a 2 of, possibly a 3 of in the Jeskai decks. I was surprised, actually, that Soulfire Grandmaster made this list, because it's become apparent that more people now, when you think about the Patriot Missile decks that are so popular at NRG, or you think about just the Jeskai aggro decks, this card is seeing more and more play. You know what I mean? It's good. It's just really good with Stoke the Flames. It's really good with Lightning Strike. I mean all that stuff. Mastery of the Unseen we know from the white-green ridiculous deck. It's possibly Rune Magic.
Ban it. It's ruined it for me.
Glare of Heresy. Come on.
I'm not a favor though. I think with the less aggressive white decks.
Yeah.
Like, if red-green is going to be the most popular deck, Glare of Heresy stinks as a sideboard card.
It'll probably fall out of favor.
Better for Heroic.
Well, better for Heroic. Unfortunately, Abzan is still probably the most dominating deck, so we're going to see Glare for a while.
Too.
Yeah, of course. So back-to-back, you have a card that really takes care of both those decks. And, of course, the best one-drop we have for Heroic and Favorite Hoplite.
Yeah, I mean, just, like, one of the best cards in Standard.
I think it's great. I always, whenever I play this card on turn 1, I think it's fantastic.
Card is insane with Dromoka's command. Just insane.
Sure. Well, let's talk about your picks then, since you've had some sweet combos cooked up here.
All right.
So what do you got?
Here we go. We got Anafin's Kin Tree Spirit.
Yep.
And I don't know if we'll see this today, but we potentially might see it tomorrow. You know, there's like an Abzan Company Modern deck running around where this is a combo piece used in the same way that Malira was used to gain infinite life. Well, if you sack Kitchen Finks to Viscera Seer, and then it persists, you trigger Persist, and when this card comes in the battlefield, it has 1 toughness, so you bolster, and 1 toughness is equal to the toughness of Viscera Seer, so now we can put a counter on Kitchen Finks, the counters cancel out, we can gain infinite life.
Sure.
So just another way to gain infinite life in Modern. I think could be in like some weird white weenie deck. I don't think that exists currently, but I think it's a possibility, and I definitely think this is a playable card.
Sure.
Shown in Modern, whether it's a combo piece or in some white weenie aggressive deck. And then the real spicy one. Gleam of Authority.
So where did you cook this piece up from?
All right, man. So
lay it on me.
I was, sitting at home in my bed or whatever.
Yep.
Thinking, man, wouldn't it be sweet if I played like some Hardened Scales, Gleam of Authority, what's the card from Born of the Gods that puts +1/+1 counters on 3 things?
Reap what you sow?
Reap what is sown.
Yes.
And like the Falconer, Abzan Falconers.
Abzan Falconer gives all creatures that have a +1/+1 counter on them flying?
We could get Gleam of Authority. Yeah.
Okay.
Gleam of Authority with Heliod's Pilgrim. Slap it on a Hero of Heroes.
So what does Gleam of Authority do? Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on creatures you control.
Yeah.
So when you cast it first, it doesn't really get +1/+1 if you have no other creatures.
Yeah, well, you cast on a heroic creature. You cast on Hero of Heroes.
Yeah, and then so he'd get a
or you cast it on Phalanx Leader with like 1 billion soldiers out.
But it's on other creatures you control.
Oh, okay.
So if you cast on a Hero of Heroes,
well, whatever. It's so sweet with Phalanx Leader.
Did you just read this card?
Yeah. All I know is it's sweet with Phalanx Leader and Reap what is sown.
So
Alright, get off my back.
Alright, Matt's White Commune with Lava. I can't wait till Gleam of Authority decks start going bananas.
I hope they show up.
Were you the guy who potentially thought about playing Sunbond? Like you looked at Sunbond?
I played against Sunbond in a 5K. I didn't really lost to that deck. That deck was insane. My opponent had like a 13-13 on turn 4.
And you were like, oh. Uh-oh. In all honesty, I do think Gleam of Authority is actually a pretty sweet card.
Yeah, it gives your guy Vigilance too.
Yes,
And you can tap them and bolster. Boom.
It's strong for a lot of stuff. I mean, there are a lot of things you can do there with that card, especially in like the Craig Wesco-esque white decks.
Yeah, with Phalanx Leader.
Yes. Yeah.
You just need something that makes a bunch of guys. And like if Phalanx Leader is so fragile though, that's the problem with it.
So like Secure the Waste is a card that you can look at.
Yeah, but it takes a while to get going, you know.
What about Ship the Fleets or Release the Fleets? Launch the Fleets.
But see, that requires so much mana too.
Does it though?
Yeah, because you have to pay 1 for each guy you target.
Okay, sure.
So
still a very cool card.
Definitely.
I think your Anafenza pick was slightly better than your Gleam of Authority pick, but I don't think that's to say Gleam of Authority can't be counted out yet.
I think it's got some sweet. I doubt it'll ever see actual play, but I think it's a sweet card.
Yeah, I agree.
And in like Hardened Scales, turn 1, turn 2, Phalanx Leader.
Sure.
I don't know how we're doing this. I think that's impossible to do in this standard format.
It probably is.
But yeah, get there.
Right. I think it's good. I think it's fun. On top of that, I think its potential in EDH is
it's a
very
fun card
good.
too.
Yeah, very much so. I took an easy route in white. I went with Hidden Dragon Slayer, as I think that card is just stellar.
Yeah, I think that's a good card. I'm surprised it hasn't seen any play yet, though.
I saw it played in F&M, and I thought it was awesome. It was played in a Warriors deck. The guy brought it in from the sideboard, and then just used it whenever he needed to remove, obviously, large creatures, as it only destroys creatures with power 4 or greater. But what I didn't factor in when I first saw the card was the lifelink. I didn't think that would make that big of a deal. A 3/2 lifelinking warrior backed up by either a Chieftain of the Scale or Chieftain of the Blade. What's the Edge? I'm sorry. Is pretty damn good. So if you want to make it a 4/2 lifelinker, or you want to make it a 3/3 lifelinker, it's a good card.
I think it's a good card.
In the same vein as our Stratus, Dancer, Silumgar Sorcerer, it's an effect on a body.
All these Megamorph rares are pretty good.
Yeah.
Rare Shaman's pretty good. Stratus Dancer's pretty good. This card's pretty good.
Yeah, I think they all definitely have their place. Anytime you can get a low-cost body that is a good body, whether it has lifelink or some sort of evasion or draws you a card or can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures, and you apply this flip-up aspect that then just gives you extra card advantage, I mean, they're all great.
Value, baby.
How do we feel about Erishin Foremost in the Warrior decks?
Sign me up, man.
It's not Mirren Crusader, but it might do.
It's not Silverblade Paladin either, but it
isn't Silverblade Paladin, but at least it gets somewhere for us.
It'll do, pig. It'll do.
The problem is I think, and after looking at it again, the double white is, I think, really what gets me. Just because it makes it hard, then, I believe, to cast in the black-white Warriors lists. So maybe this is a card that you're playing in almost the mono-white. Maybe you're playing this in the Gleam of Authority deck.
Nah.
So what? Would you play that in a black-white deck?
Yeah.
Would you play...
I don't know if I'd play that or Bloodchin Fanatic. I'd probably play this card over Bloodchin Fanatic.
Really?
Although Bloodchin Fanatic is nice because like you get a little bit of reach.
Sure.
Where, like, I don't know how much reach that Warriors deck has. Where this is like, yeah, they can still chump block your guys.
You're just killing them.
Yeah,
I mean,
Bloodchin Rager or whatever the black
Bloodchin
card is.
Rager is a
that
sweet
gives you
card.
a little bit more evasion.
Sure.
But I think it's definitely sweet.
So I think we were definitely pretty safe on our white picks.
Yeah.
I mean, all of these are cards I'd like to see play. If somebody comes up with a Gleam of Authority type thing, that'd be sweet.
Tom Ross told me he was going to, or he in his article said that he was going to work on it. He didn't tell me personally. We never actually physically.
You never actually talk?
No. At least not in real life. Maybe in my dreams.
Hopefully we see some Anafenza tomorrow.
He just came up with Bad Heroic, so I mean, like, you can't complain.
Anafenza tomorrow would be sweet.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hidden Dragon Slayer today, if we see that Black-White Warriors list that you saw running around, that'd be sweet to see. So would the Erishin. I wouldn't be mad at seeing either.
Me neither.
Interesting.
Anything but red-green monsters at this point, although it's 0-3, so I imagine everybody in the room is like
just
0-3, and they're just,
But it's 0-3 on camera.
I guess, yeah.
We don't know how well it's doing out in the field now.
There are probably no exos of the red-green monster deck, I can't imagine.
Sure. Well, we've got 12 minutes left in round 3. Moving on to round 4. First standard here today at SCG Indy States. There will be a cut to top 8 today, too.
Will there?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, what did I sign up for?
I don't know. It's almost regionals. It's like a baby regionals again. So.
No, it's about the same size as... No, I guess it's 2 less rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, those 2 less rounds will make a difference.
Yeah, we don't have to break down tables afterwards either.
Also true. Very true.
I don't have to break my pedometer I wore again. Those things are expensive, man.
Wait, you broke the pedometer that
yeah,
time?
I broke it because
And
I
then
dropped
you
the
flushed
table
the
on
other
it.
one in the toilet?
No.
Oh.
I dropped it, so it broke the clip when I dropped the table on my
Yeah.
foot. Because, these pencil arms can't carry around a million tables over and over again.
Sure.
I was, one of the few people carrying around tables while everybody else is lugging around chairs, stacking up chairs. So, yeah, my pedometer came off, the clip broke, and then, I flushed it down the toilet. Well, let's not get into these stories on camera here.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's an interesting story.
$35. I
That's
got a
a
new
lot.
one now. So, hopefully I can get my steps in and
Sure.
make that $100 for this quarter.
Hey guys, can we pre-register for the game day at Nerd Rage? You know what? I don't believe pre-registers are set up online for that event yet. They should be set up Monday, if I am thinking correctly.
Yeah, and show up anyways. Even if you don't pre-reg, I can't imagine the IQ game day is going to max out the 120 players that the store holds.
120 players, that is correct.
I've never seen an IQ that big, but maybe it could happen.
I mean, it's
playmat's
possible.
Pretty sweet, so.
The playmat is sweet. You have the chance to get both the game day playmat and you have a chance to get the SCG IQ playmat.
Thunderbreak region is the promo card too, man.
It is. It is a
Sign
4
me
Thunderbreak
up.
region. So we will definitely have that online, hopefully by Monday.
I'm gonna try to go as many game days as I can. I'm gonna just try to I'm gonna try to top 8 that one. Get a play, just top 8 drop. Just get my Thunderbreak region.
Sure.
Head over to another store.
Yeah.
Later in the night. Top 8 that one. Get another Thunderbreak region. Come
Yeah.
back Sunday. Top 8 that one. Get another Thunderbreak region. Do it all over again.
That doesn't sound bad. I mean, that seems all right. And then trade them all.
No, I'm gonna keep them all.
Oh, you're going to keep those?
I'm gonna hoard them. Never
Sure.
play them because why would I ever play a dragon?
Yeah.
I have Stormbreath dragons that have just rotted in my binder since Theros. Pelucranoses, I have 6 of them. I've never cast the card ever.
Sure.
Courser of Crewfix, just sold those. Never cast that card.
Just didn't even use it,
No,
huh?
get it out of here.
Yeah. Yep. I
I gotta
feel
be
that.
better about getting rid of cards I'm never gonna. Xenagos, that card was $20 at a point. I'm gonna hold on to it. Perhaps I'll play it.
Who are you kidding?
I'm an idiot.
So later on in the stream, guys, we will have additional information on the game day at Nerd Rage Gaming, and then on top of that, we will have a special announcement too.
Indeed.
That is getting dropped, and that'll probably be sometime after round 5.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, it's a fairly big announcement.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, we already made it here, so I don't know what Andrew's talking about.
we did make it here.
We made it here, so if you came to Indy, you'd already know what the special announcement was.
That's true. You would.
If you didn't, you're going to have to wait till after round 5.
And I'd say it's fairly big.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
pretty
it's
sweet.
It's definitely.
It's going to get me to play Magic again.
Yes, you will. Yeah, that's something. So
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be real nice when Norm supplies me all the cards and power and stuff like that. That's the announcement, right?
yes, that is the
Norm
announcement.
is gonna fund my Magic career.
Yes,
All right,
sure.
sweet.
So, guys, make sure you stay tuned. In a few rounds, we will have updates on the game day at Nerd Rage Gaming, and then we will also have this very large announcement that we might even have Norman Cohen step in the booth for.
Yeah,
Drop some news on some kids.
it'll be interesting.
Let me reset some timers here real quick. We got to wait for next round pairings. It looks like we have quite a few games that will go to time this round, so bear with us, guys.
I'm gonna go walk around the room here when we get close and tell him to wrap it up. B.
Yeah, start hurrying up. Clap.
I'm gonna bust out the Chappelle Show, Staples button.
Oh, sure.
Wrap it up button. Wrap it up, B. I gotta get me one of those.
Well, I mean, I could pull the manager bit. I am the manager, so
You are.
I am. I mean, but that's
I'm the manager of the manager, though. I managed you while you set this up.
He didn't. He stood around a lot. That's pretty much what happened. All right, guys, we will be back shortly. Make sure to stay tuned.
Done with round 3, moving on to round 4 in 20-ish minutes.
There you go. All right, be back soon.